Today I'm going to be taking you through a quick 15-minute core workout, perfect for when you're short on time and want a little blast. You won't need any equipment, and we're going to get started onto your back with abdo prep. So when you're ready, coming into your Pilates rest position, so you'll have your hands behind your head, interlock your fingers, ankles, knees and hips in alignment as if they're on little tram tracks, neutral pelvic position. Take a nice deep breath in, nice and wide into the ribs, and then as you breathe out, you're going to come up into your curl up. So inhaling to lower and then exhaling to come through. So I want you to take a nice long breath out. Really feel that you're dropping your ribs down as if you're trying to get your rib cage to disappear into the abdomen here, like you're sliding your ribs down towards your pant line. And on every exhale, empty the lungs, curl through the upper back, drop the belly button in, check you're not pushing your tummy muscles out. You want to be feeling that sensation of hollowing through the abs, and then get that nice little pelvic floor engagement as you come up to the top. So making sure the pelvis still stays in neutral, but you just feel the pelvic floor muscles tightening. So imagine you're dying for a wee as you get to the top of the movement. Breathing out to come up. Imagine you're blowing a candle out. Purse your lips, push the air out through the mouth. It really helps with the engagement here. And then inhale, release all the way back down. And then check that your neck is supported by your hands. So you've got a nice strong arm position. Shoulder blades are connected, so you feel like you're drawing your shoulder blades away from your ears, down your rib cage, and you just let the head go along for the ride as it comes up. So imagine you're holding a peach. You want to keep hold of your peach here. We're going for 2 more. And then release, take a quick rest. We're now going to take it into crisscross. So same arm position now. We're going to tuck the tailbone under, flatten your lower back, float your legs up one by one into a double tabletop, come up into your curl up for your start position. When you're ready, you're going to breathe out, stretch one leg away, twist to the stationary knee. Inhale, bring it back into the middle, and then exhale, twist. So inhaling to come through, exhaling and rotating. Now I want you to take your time as you twist. Really push the air out and focus on sending your rib over to the opposite hip, and then take a little check of your knees. This will tell you if your pelvis is moving. So you want to keep your knees nice and still. So imagine on that stationary knee, you've got a full glass of water resting on top. I want you to keep the water nice and still. So breathing out to twist, get as much twist as you can. Check you've kept your pelvic stability here. Use that nice, strong out breath. So purse your lips, blow your candle out. Inhale, back into center. Exhale, twist. Reach long through the free leg. Try and go as far away as you can. 1 more to each side. Last one. Bring it back in and take a nice quick rest there. Now we'll take it into our teaser. So flat back still, legs up to a double tabletop. When you're ready, take your arms overhead. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, you're going to swoop the arms down. Roll up onto your sitting bones. Reach the arms and legs away in that nice parallel line. Check the shoulder down. Bend from the knees. Roll it back all the way to your start position. So inhale, prepare. Exhale, come all the way through. Reach and stretch, hollow through the abs, shoulders down. Bend and roll it all the way back down. Keep those checkpoints, shoulders staying pulled down the whole time. You take your time as you roll back down. We're going to go for 2 more here. And then making this next one your last one. And then rest. You can come all the way through for a second. We're now going to take you into your teaser twist. So you'll roll to your side for this next one. I'm going to get you to take your bottom arm straight out in front of you. Top hand is going to reach over the top. We're going to cross the ankles. When you're ready, you're going to take a nice breath in, reach away longer. As you exhale, you'll bring the arm through and you'll reach towards your feet. You're going to roll over to the back of your hip here. So breathing out, coming through, bring your legs up, reach towards them, and then open out, stretch overhead onto the side. So for this exercise, you do need an element of balance over your pelvis because you're going to roll right from the side of the pelvis all the way to the back of the pelvis. Now we'll take it for one more. And then reach and stretch and relax. We'll change to the other side now. So swiveling around the opposite way. You're going to stretch your bottom arm straight out in front of you. Top hand's going to reach over, cross the ankles. When you're ready, take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, coming all the way through, rolling to the back of the hips. And then reach and extend away, open the rib cage. So long breath in as you come through. Breathing in through here. Exhale, come up. Reach towards the feet. Keep the ankles crossed. Roll back on the hips. Don't forget to get that big stretch as you open all the way back out. And we'll take it for two more. And reach and relax. And now we're going to roll over onto your back and go into some bridges next. Okay, so ankles, knees and hips in alignment. Pull the feet up towards your bottom a little bit. Rest your palms facing up with the arms relaxed heavy onto the mat and the neck nice and relaxed. When you're ready, going into your bridge, we'll spine curl up, so tucking the tailbone, pushing the hips through. I want you to imagine you're pushing the floor away with your heels. You're pushing down into the heels, lifting the pelvis but getting the tuck of the tailbone. Drop through the rib cage as you roll all the way back through. Release the pelvis. And then in your own time, rolling all the way up back into another bridge here. I want you to get a maximum squeeze on the glutes as you get to the top. So pushing all the way through, squeeze through the glutes. We're going to hold it here. We're going to go into little tiny pulses. So just tiny glute squeezes, pushing the hips up just that little bit higher. Squeeze through the hamstrings, the glutes, push the floor away. Two more pulses and then release. Roll all the way back through. And then now we're going to roll all the way over into a hands and knees position. And we're going to go into a little bit of glute work from here. So first of all, thinking about your posture in hands and knees. You're lifting the chest up, you're lifting the abs up. Keep this nice long spine. You've tucked the chin in, your eye line's looking down, but you've pushed away from the floor. You'll stretch one leg straight back, flex the ankle, push the heel away. From here, we're going to lift and lower. So you're going to try and lift as high as you can, but at the same time as lifting, double check that you've not dropped your belly button. So you're keeping the abs lifted and we're keeping that nice flat lower back position using our abdominals. Clench the glute, really feel like you're squeezing into your sitting bone as you get the push up. We will aim for 10 more. Last 5. Check your posture. Keep pushing away from the floor. And then from there, we're going to float the leg all the way up. We'll keep the heel flexed. We're now going to go into hamstring curl. You're going to pull the heel towards your bottom. Imagine a resistance dragging you away, and then reach and stretch away, and then again pull the heel to the bottom. So your aim as you do your hamstring curl is to squeeze the heel in as close to the bottom as you can. Keep the abs lifted, check you haven't arched your back, and then keep your knee lifted so you don't start to drop the knee, especially as you extend away. I want you to lift here. So you pull the heel to the bottom and then lift the knee as you extend. Keep flexed through the ankle. Imagine you've got a little tray of drinks resting on your lower back. You've not tipped them off to one side. You've kept nice and level. Last one, and then draw all the way back in, and now we're going to go into your fire hydrant, or lamppost as we call it here in the UK. So we're going to check that you've got your lift of the chest, lift of the abs still. You're keeping your hips nice and square, and then you can take your knee out to the side as far as you can and then draw the leg back in. So taking out into as much external rotation out to the side. Imagine you've got a little torchlight shining out of your knee. I want you to shine it out to the wall to the side, but then check that tray of drinks on your pelvis hasn't tipped off to the opposite side. So we're keeping the hips nice and level. We've still got good posture. We've lifted the chest, we've lifted the abs still. We'll take it for 8 more. Last 2. And then rest. We're going to change to the other side now. So straight into your lift. So you stretch your leg back, you flex at the ankle, lift the abdominals, lift the chest. When you're ready, you're going to lift and lower with the leg, but keep the abdominals drawn up so the lower back stays nice and long. I want you to feel that you're using your glutes to do the lift. So clench your glute as you lift the leg. Keep the toes pointing down to the floor. Check you haven't turned out at the hips. Your knee shouldn't be pointing out to the side. Your knee should be looking down to the mat. Keep the abdominals drawn up. Every lift, clench the glute, but squeeze the abs just that little bit more. Hollow the belly button up towards the spine. Check your pelvis is still level. We'll go for 4 more. And then lift the leg, go into your hamstring curl. Flex the heel towards your bottom. And then extend, lift from the knee and push away. Imagine that you're trying to make your leg longer every time you stretch away. Again, same thing here. So your kneecap should be pointing down to the floor as you extend. You shouldn't have turned out to the side. The pelvis should be level. We've still got good posture. Abs lifted, chest lifted. Imagine a resistance. Drag the heel back to the bottom and then extend and lengthen. Try and lift the knee just that little bit more each time. Should be really feeling this, especially top of hamstrings, right into sitting bones, glutes, they should be working here. Last one, extend away, draw all the way back in, and then now we're going to go into your fire hydrant. So out to the side of the knee and then drawing back in. Check your pelvis stays nice and level. Abdominals should be working to keep the hips level. You'll feel your obliques kicking in a little bit here. Double check your posture. Tighten the abs every time you lift, as well as obviously squeezing the glutes to get more turnout. Take it for your last 2. And then now we're going to rest. We're going to come into a pigeon stretch just to finish. So slide one knee forwards, turn the foot out, slide the other leg back, and then just drop down with your upper body and rest into your stretch here. You can sway your hips a little bit left and right. Just find that point where you feel the maximum stretch, and then relax the body. And then pushing back through, we'll change to the other side. So slide the top knee up, slide the back leg away, drop down through the body, Rest nice and heavy with the upper body. Do a couple of rocks left and right. Find that nice point where you feel the stretch the most. Hold it. Breathe into the stretch here. And then we're just going to counter all the ab work and go into a quick swan stretch to finish. So pushing all the way back through, you'll lie down onto your tummy now. Rest your forehead down into your cushion. Hands are going to go out into that W shape. So hands are about shoulder height, elbows pulled towards the waist, down on the floor. Tuck the tailbone, push the pubic bone down into the mat and lift the abdominals. And then when you're ready, keep the neck long. So you've tucked the chin in as if you're holding a peach, but then float the forehead up. And then one vertebrae at a time. I want you to peel very gently away from the mat. I want you to still keep your abdominals nice and tight, but you'll start to stretch them as you push all the way through. Shoulders down away from the ears. If you find you can't go very high here, keep the elbows down. So I want you to make sure it's not feeling into the lower back. You should be feeling the upper back stretching and the abdominals. And then very slowly extend and lengthen down to the mat as if you're stretching your spine out even further. And then we'll go again. So coming all the way through. Just one more swan stretch. Just nice and easy. Get to the top here. Hold it for a couple of breaths. Lift the chest, open the sternum towards the sky. Keep the neck long so you've tucked the chin in, but push the back of the head towards the opposite corner of the room. And then slowly release. All the way back, we're going to push into child's pose. So take the knees nice and wide, bottom back to the heels, rest the arms forwards and just drop into a nice, easy relaxation position. Take a couple of breaths here. And then rolling all the way up. Go for a couple of shoulder rolls and relax. You are finished. Well done.